Hi P4 pupils, we are at chapter 9 of your book B. Okay, chapter 9 is on addition and subtraction of fractions. So today I'm going to show you addition of fractions, but there are three types of addition questions. Now if you did not recognize it, I'm going to show you that there are three different types. First type, the denominator are the same. The second type, the denominator are not the same, but you just need to change one of the fraction and then you can still add them up. Now the third type will be denominator are not the same, but you got to change both fractions in order to add them up. Now what do I mean by change? I'll tell you later on. Now first of all, let's start off with type 1 of the question. Now denominator are the same, so there is no need for you to make any changes. So what you just have to do is 3 plus 3 equals to 6. Now 5 plus 5, I got pupils who will say 10. No, if the denominator are the same, we will just keep it the same. Now there is no need to change the denominator, you will leave it as the same. So always remember, denominator doesn't change. Okay, now if you look at this before, I'm sure you learned this. Okay, 6 over 5. This is an improper fraction. Now, how do I make this into a mixed number? There are a few ways. Of course, one of the ways is to do your long division. So you could do this. 5 times 1, 5. 1 are 1. So it will be 1 whole, 1 over 5. I always say the denominator doesn't change. Look at that. Okay, it doesn't change. So you can do it in this way. The other way, your teacher will have taught you, split this up into 5 over 5 and 1 over 5. Now 5 over 5 is 1 whole. So that's why it's 1 whole, 1 over 5. Exactly the same. Okay? So this one, if you have forgotten, go and recap it from your books. Your teacher will have gone through this with you, okay? So let's do type 2 of the question. Now, when I say the denominator are different, I got to change one of them. What do I mean? I got to make the denominator the same. Now, what should I do? I should just simply multiply 3 by 2, multiply by 2 as well. Whatever you have done to the denominator, you have to do that to the same to your numerator. So 2 times 2, 4, 4 over 6 plus 5 over 6. Okay? 4 over 6. Okay, so look at this. Now the denominator are the same. So make sure you do that. Denominator doesn't change. 4 plus 5. 9. Okay, now you can't leave this as the final answer because this is an improper fraction. You're going to put this into the mixed number and always in the simplest form. Now, let's do a long division. I will probably do this method as well. Okay, so 1 whole, 3 over. Now, remember, the denominator doesn't change. However, 3 over 6, you can further simplify this. So I'm going to divide by 3, divide by 3. So I'm going to get 1 whole, 1 over 2. Now, I think you can't see this. Later, I will tilt down the camera so that you can see the working and you can copy down the steps. Okay? Now, let's come to type 3 of the question. Type 3 of the question, you have a denominator of 3 and 2. Now, you got to make the denominator the same. How do we do that? Times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Because they have a common multiple of 6. So, over 6. Okay? You have a 4. This is also over 6. It's a 3. So, 4 plus 3, 7. The denominator doesn't change. Always remember. And then of course, if you do your long division, 6 times 1, 6. You get a 1, R1. So 1 whole, 1 over 6. So this will be your final answer. Now I'm going to zoom it out so that you can see the steps. Okay? I do not know whether you can see it. Okay? If not, I'm going to tip down the camera for you. Okay? Do you understand this now?